not gonna lie, man. It's been a rough one for the East, man. It's been a rough for the NFC East. You got Slater treating Chase Young like a baby, carried him all around up and down that field. I thought he was Reggie White, but Chase Young's still good. The Giants, these guys were basically scared of Von Miller. They start hugging each other. I mean, what is going on in the NFC East? But what I'm really here to talk to you guys about is, what do you want as a fan base? On this play, Carson Wentz has 3 open wide receivers on a 4th and 1, down 11 points against the Seattle Seahawks in the fourth quarter, and he's holding the ball. Do y'all want Jalen to do that? I'm confused here.
Yeah. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Listen, I want to get to the meat and potatoes. I do. But before I get into the meat and potatoes, listen, tap in with BetQL. A lot of people are using code LORD. They tapping in with the best bets modulator, and they seeing the smart bets that they should be making, and a lot of people are winning a lot of money already during week 1 using code LORD. You know what I'm saying? I'll put a couple screenshots up here of some winning tickets using the best bets modulator, and how could benefit you. Also, the Hurt Season hats are still 10% off. Go to the Print Champs, put in code QB1, order your hat, do what you got to do while supplies last. And it's looking real grim for a lot of people. Big Manscaped still in the building. Use code Brunson, save 20% off and the free shipping. I fought for that for y'all. Let's get into the meat and potatoes, man. I was going to do the keys to victory today, but I can wait till tomorrow to do the keys to victory. I did a live stream earlier, and the live stream didn't get uploaded for some strange reason, but the live stream, we're going to talk about it again here. It was basically talking about some of the propaganda that we're seeing being spread across, live media, national media, underground YouTubers and things of that nature, basically talking about how the team didn't perform in certain areas. Listen, man, that's cap. What you saw yesterday, in any 36-6 game where the opposing team only scores 2 field goals, you're seeing a complete game from your team. I mean, I'm getting notified of videos with people saying the offensive line struggled. How the offensive line struggle? How the cornerback struggle? Everybody is saying everything except the Eagles looked good, which would be the only thing you could be saying out your mouth at this point. Let's call a spade a spade. Now, shout out to my guy Rob Patterson, Thomas Patterson. I always get his name mixed up, but y'all know this Twitter handle, man. Shout out to my boy, man. He got the stats on how all 3 of our cornerbacks did amongst 70 plus cornerbacks in week 1. All of these guys were fantastic. That's a strong start for a big 3 as far as cornerbacks go. We haven't seen that level of productivity in a very, very long time. Say what you want about the Falcons' defense, but the Falcons' offense was the reason why they were favored, and they were completely shut down. Say what you want about it. And this is how these guys measured up. That's amazing. Calvin Ridley was out there. You know what I'm saying? Kyle Pitts was out there. They just met a team that was on a mission. Period. So it's looking so far like this defense really can be trending towards a top defense in the National Football League. Let's talk about some key reasons why. See, we back things up with data here. We're not just going to go with the popular narrative that everybody been going with all offseason. Like I said, man, I'm going to make it as crystal clear as possible this offseason. We're not running with no narratives around here. I understand we've been in a bad place just last season. One bad year, and everybody wants to run around and say we gotta wait and see if this is for real what the Philadelphia Eagles got going on. Now I agree, we're not ready to gather the Super Bowl parade yet. I'm aware of where we are. We're not ready to gather the Super Bowl parade, but what we are ready to do is say that this ain't the same team from last year. This is better than a 4-win team. Period. It's better than a 4-win team. It takes one bad season for a lot of guys to forget what winning feel like. I haven't forgotten what winning feel like. After the 4-game win season last year, where the Carson Wentz had to go and all of that other stuff, we went to the playoffs 3 straight years. 3 straight years. It's not a mistake. I know what good football look like. A lot of these guys forget. But let's talk about these numbers from the defensive line, man. Or just the defense in general. The Philadelphia Eagles only allowed 8 first downs. That was the second lowest through week 1. Come on, man. Talk about it. 0 20-plus yard plays. I think we was the only team in the league to do that. 0 20-plus yard plays. Dominance. Come on, man. Just to put that in proper perspective, Dallas gave up 6 20-plus yard plays. Washington gave up 3 20-plus yard plays. The Giants gave up 3 20-plus yard plays. Also, don't want to talk about them yet because it's not the keys to victory. The 49ers gave up 6 20-plus yard plays, which is tied for second along with Dallas. You know what I mean? And they also gave up a 40-yard play. Safe to say we'll be able to stretch that deep ball situation. You know, we'll be able to get that done since everybody wants to cry for that. They ain't satisfied. You know what I mean? The longest play we gave up was 18 yards. That's shut down. So listen. Hold on, let's talk about the defensive line because that's really why we're here. Only 3 teams had more sacks than us through week 1. Now, granted, we only had 3 sacks, but 3 sacks in the NFL, if you're averaging 3 sacks a game, do 3 times 17 and you do the math on how your season going to shape up. We only had 3 sacks, whatever, and, other teams, only 3 teams had more than that. Now, we had the 3 sacks along with the 2 intentional grounding calls, which are just as good as a sack, if not better. We had the defensive line had Matt Ryan consistently under pressure, had Matt Ryan moving his feet, had Matt Ryan throwing incomplete passes. How can anybody even say the defensive line didn't perform? Because the sack total was low. It's more to football than the sack total. It's more. We were effective last year. Effective last year being 3rd in sacks and 3rd in pressures. We were effective in the pressure department, but the back end didn't hold up. The cornerbacks held up. The cornerbacks look good. The cornerbacks got something that they could build off. That's what it's all about. And then you got guys saying that, they're gonna need 3 weeks to see if Jalen Hurts is real. Who are you? We don't need your 3 weeks to see what we just saw. You can take your 3 weeks while we gonna keep on chugging along in the winning fashion. You know what I'm saying? All of this is a lot of nonsense. A lot of nonsense and a lot of propaganda that I'm seeing. And I'm not quite, agreeing with it. Quite frankly. Just do your due diligence and say the team is good. That's all you got to do. Do your due diligence and say the team is good. Like, why do people not want to be happy that their team won? Some of y'all act like the guy at the Cheesecake Factory when they sing the happy birthday song. Y'all mad in the corner? How are you not happy for your team's success? How are you upset? It's nothing that you can find but besides some poor tackling here and there that you could even talk about in the negativity column. It's no negative video to make this week. I'm sorry. We so used to doing it every week. There's not one this week. We won. The Philadelphia Eagles are 1-0. The Dallas Cowboys got a very high chance, in my opinion, of being 0-2, and either Washington or New York is going to be 0-2. What can you find wrong with that? And we ain't just win, we blew them out. We caught a body. What is people upset about the victory last week? We got the 49ers coming to Philly with their starting cornerback out, their running back out, starting running back. They coming to Philly handicapped. What could you find wrong with the situation that the Philadelphia Eagles are in right now? What could you find? You can't find much wrong with it. The negative Nancy's that we have in this fan base need to understand one thing. It comes down to 2 decisions. You want to be an Eagles fan? Be happy with the wins that you get. It's hard to get a win in this National Football League. So you mean to tell me that you wouldn't have been celebrating with your team in the locker room dancing? They was turned up. Instead, you here trying to pick at something and find something wrong. Now, granted, the coaches will find things to improve on, but overall, it was a great win. A great win overall. The Philadelphia Eagles did do some money moving. They took some bread from Fletcher Cox's contract. We got like $11 million available right now. I can see them getting somebody that can come in and be a strong tackling presence. A lot of things are about to change, within the next couple of weeks. I can't wait to see the 49ers because it's going to be a movie. Let me know what you think in the comments, man.